get a water, bro. Water. That nigga Curry playing. Right. That shit hard. What is going out for 1,000?
I don't even know what to call you anymore. It's like I don't know. You're half of me wants your other side saying more. Yeah. If I could replace it, I would replace it. I loved you from the start. I didn't mean to break your heart. Only God knows. Every little thing you look at, every little thing that I do, 'cause what you don't know. Here we go. Is how I lose you.
And they'll begin by running the option. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. If you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. The Eagles are 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 36. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
that was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got it first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
And that's going to be Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Come on in.
Dumbass.
Safety. Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room, but a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them...
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And this one complete to Smith. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is Smith to the ground.
Gotta freeform the passes. You gotta freeform shit in that man, bruh.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Shout out to the CPU.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah,
and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Where's Watkins? A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that can be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. To the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Sydney is not fucking with me, bro.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Gotta go back to that Micah lab, nigga. Gotta go back to the Micah lab. That shit ain't it, nigga. From him. I'm gonna kick your ass, bro. Every time you line up, I was just slumping, nigga.
And take it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tackle made by Kaiser White. You know he can fly to the ball, and he showed it there.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. It finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Through the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one where you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Open man, this is Lewis. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Eluding the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness.
As Sanders has it broke free, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
That's how we're going to get
momentum. Some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And
What is what we do?
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
It's a difficult package.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it's tough time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32 to 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my God.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt the team.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Up the middle, Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a one-score deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's
because they want to
Crosby
get
to
this
kick it
nigga
away.
a fumble, bro. That's some crazy shit. They want to get this nigga a fumble, bro. Out of everything? To close the half out?
This Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And option handoff over to Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. They run with Sanders off the option. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Man, they gave this nigga a fucking fumble, bruh.
1st and 10. The pitch comes to Sanders. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Hurts, and he loses the football the 2nd time. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they
why this nigga just fumble?
We can make a play. We
Why this nigga just fumble?
give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Oh my God.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. He's got it past the 30. Now he's free to midfield.
Bro, why this nigga just fumble, bro?
Just inside the 35.
Miles Sanders twice.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it, and then run with the football. It hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he gets his way inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 24 yards the game there, another first down as well. Now Rodgers. Got his time. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And it's a Packers touchdown.
He makes no sense. He never Miles Sanders.
4 yards out. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
Oh my God. If anything, that was a fumble. If anything, that was a fumble. Man, this nigga Miles Sanders killing me, bro. Hey, this nigga 2 fumbles.
Set to begin their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play.
Fumble again.
Next play, move on, next drive. That man tries to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here. And that way the last series just didn't happen.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts. Smith catches left side. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
15, bro. What the fuck?
And the result is a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the
15, bro.
Defensively,
you fucking smacked my head. Look at this shit.
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you.
That's 15, bro. That is a 15. That's what I'm saying. That's what they need to add, bro. I'm going to add them on that. That is a 15-yard penalty.
Picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
That's a 15-yard penalty, bro.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around.
I'm a certified level boy. Honestly, never mind. I lost.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders.
Oh, my God. Let me get outside.
Extra yards to the 43. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. On the move past the 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And some room to work.
He's sorry.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
I feel like everything leads to nothing. I feel like everything.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
This nigga gave up 2 touchdowns. You, yourself. Now Sanders. Shit crazy. Right before the half, it's 23-0. You fumble. He taking it in 23-7. We down there at the red zone. 2 yards out, bro. We about to go up 30. 30 sound. You get this nigga the fumble. In 23-14, 23-15. You get this nigga the fumble.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. An option handoff given to Sanders. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. Strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
I told my boss, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping the truck, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real.